You can't imagine your life without them. The thought alone feels like a phantom limb, an ache for something that isn't even gone. But in the quiet moments, another thought whispers from the back of your mind, a question you're almost afraid to ask. Is this profound, soul-level love, or a deep-seated fear of being alone? Of course you love them, but are you in love with them? With who they truly are and who you become when you're with them? Or are you in love with the idea of not being alone, of having a permanent plus one in a world that feels built for pairs? This confusion is one of the loneliest feelings, because it's not something you can casually bring up over dinner. Voicing it feels like a betrayal, but ignoring it feels like you're betraying yourself. You're caught between the comfort of what you know and the terrifying possibility that your relationship has become less of a grand romance and more of a beautiful, comfortable cage. It feels safe, but have you even tried the door in a while? If this sounds familiar, you are not alone. This is a judgment-free zone to explore that very question. We're going to unpack the subtle but powerful differences between a relationship that helps your soul expand and one that simply shields you from emptiness. This isn't about blame, it's about clarity. Let's walk through 5 key distinctions between a soulmate and a security blanket. Think of this as your clarity list. Be honest. The only person you need to convince is yourself. Distinction 1: growth versus stagnation. A soulmate inspires growth. A security blanket encourages stagnation. A soulmate isn't about blissful harmony 24/7. In fact, true soulmates challenge you. They reflect your best qualities and your flaws, fears, and wounds. Being with them makes you want to grow, not to please them, but to become your best self. They support that growth and hold space for it. In contrast, a security blanket relationship prioritizes comfort over evolution. Change threatens the stability. Pursuing new goals might feel discouraged. Dreams are downplayed to preserve the status quo. The focus isn't on thriving, but surviving together, avoiding the fear of being alone. Ask yourself, does this relationship push you to grow or just keep you safe from change? Distinction 2: freedom versus fear. A soulmate relationship is grounded in freedom. A security blanket relationship is rooted in fear. With a soulmate, you're free to be your full, messy, authentic self. You're not afraid of difficult conversations. You trust each other. Individuality is celebrated. You flourish as individuals and as a couple. But in a security blanket dynamic, fear is the invisible third partner. You walk on eggshells. You silence your needs. Conflict is avoided at all costs. You stay not out of love, but out of fear. Fear of loneliness. Fear of change. Fear of starting over. Are you free to be yourself, or are you shrinking to fit the relationship? Distinction 3: the alone test. When your partner is away, do you feel peace or panic? With a soulmate, solitude is healthy. You enjoy time alone. Their absence gives you space to reconnect with yourself. With a security blanket, time apart can feel terrifying. It's not just missing them, it's a deep discomfort with your own company. Your identity feels incomplete without them. Does your partner's absence feel like space to breathe or like you're unraveling? Distinction 4: conflict as a bridge versus conflict as a bomb. Conflict is normal, but how it's handled matters. In soulmate relationships, conflict is a bridge. It builds trust. Disagreements are tools for understanding. Both partners are committed to growth. In security blanket relationships, conflict is a bomb. It's something to avoid at all costs. Truth is buried. Needs are silenced. You give in to keep the peace, but underneath, resentment festers. Does your conflict bring you closer or silently push you apart? Distinction 5. A shared future versus a shared fear of the future. Soulmates dream of the future together. They're excited by what's ahead. You talk about goals, plans, adventures, and genuinely want to build something side by side. Security blanket couples cling to each other out of fear. The future feels uninspiring, even bleak except for the comfort of not being alone. You stay for safety, not synergy. Does your future together inspire joy or just offer protection from loneliness? What then is the path forward? If these truths feel raw, take a breath. This isn't about breaking up. It's about waking up. It's about reclaiming your clarity and giving yourself the gift of honesty. Start by journaling. Then, take one small step toward yourself, something that reminds you of who you are, separate from this relationship. In conclusion, a soulmate is a lighthouse and a ship. A security blanket is an anchor. You deserve to love and be loved in a way that doesn't shrink you. If this helps, subscribe for more on building authentic relationships. Share your story in the comments. You're not alone.